Welcome to the show that takes up no more than 5 minutes of your time, but could help you gain massive real estate knowledge. It's 5 Minutes in Real Estate with best-selling author Shane Willis.
Hello, Shane Willis, the Pensacola real estate expert, bringing you today's episode. Today we're going to talk about a topic that I have discussed in the past. When I saw the new information come out from the annual profile of the National Association of Realtors, I figured I would touch on it again here to go into this long weekend. And it's a topic of whether or not we should stage a property. Now, if you're on our email list, or if you like our Facebook page, or if you're checking out the show notes, somehow you'll actually see an infographic that we created for you, showing you some of these percentages I'm about to go over. I'm also gonna put a link because as we talk January 2018, one of the most downloaded episodes of 5 Minutes in Real Estate continues to be my interview of a stager out of Dallas, a professional stager out of Dallas she continues to do it to this day. And we dive very, very deep into what staging does. So we talk about percentages, and one of the percentages that even the newest report that just came out said that 50% of staged homes saw a 1 to 10% increase in dollar value offers from the buyers. So half the homes that are staged are seeing at least a 1%, which covers the staging, or at least it should. I know that there's a new office coming into the Pensacola area that I'm very excited to see, and we'll talk about that later. But let's talk about what the percentages of this new as far as that old podcast episode, the one that's most downloaded, I will put a link to that episode in the show notes. So if you got the email, or if you just visit the website, and I'll stick it up on iTunes and Google Play as well. Anyways, the top findings for the seller's agents when it comes to staging. 25% of sellers paid to have their home staged before listing. Only 25% of that did it. Now, one of the things that I talk about with a lot of my sellers is if we can find little ways to add 1 to 3% extra towards your bottom line, do we want to do it? This is one of them. We add the 1 to 3%. And by the time I'm done and we've gone through the whole system, I can add up to 18% value. But this is the 1 to 3. So only a quarter of the people do that, though. 50% of staged homes saw a 1 to 10% increase. So we just went over that. That's the top responses from the seller's agents. Well, let's talk about from the buyer's agents. These are the people bringing the buyer into the home. 77% said staging made it easier for the buyers to visualize the home as their own. And that's really what we're doing. When we talk about decluttering and taking your pictures off the wall of your family, it's because I don't want the buyer to walk in and feel like they're intruding into your home. Instead, I want them to realize that they're walking into their potential home. I need them to feel that way. 40% of buyers were willing to visit a home they saw online if it was staged. So that's another way to differentiate yourself right now. 38% saw a positive impact on home value if home is decorated to the buyer's taste. And then 44% saw an increase of 1 to 10% in dollar values of the staged home. So we're back to that same thing. Now, does every room in your house need to be staged? No. No, not every room. Matter of fact, I've had some vacant properties that we've staged. These 4 areas are the ones you really need to concentrate on, though. Living room, obviously. Living room needs to be staged. Kitchen needs to be staged. Master bedroom and dining room. That's your big 4. If you can stage those 4 rooms, and I literally had a 6-bedroom house. The couple had moved out. The whole family had moved out. They had moved on out to Washington where they were going. We staged those 4 rooms. The other 5 bedrooms were just blank. They were walls, flooring walls. That was it. But because those 4 key areas, I know we saw an increase in sales. Offers. So those are your 4 big areas. Make sure you get those. But listen, if you've got some time, now that episode that I'm talking about earlier, that's not 5 minutes. That was this show's predecessor called Real Estate Money and More. And I want to say it's about a 45 or 55 minute, but we really dive into staging and how that really can help you. And I know one of her favorite sayings is staging to sell is different than staging to dwell. And we have to go through that. And so if you're still staying there, if you still live there, how do you stage a property and you're still dwelling in it? Well, we bring that up and we talk about it the whole time. That's all I got for you today. As always, if you're not getting the emails that has the links to these, to include the infographics, make sure you get over to 5minutesinrealestate.com. That's 5minutesinrealestate.com. Also, we are on both Google Play and iTunes, whichever one of your favorite players you have. Head over there and make sure you subscribe so you get this anytime we put out a new episode. Would also love a comment and a thumbs up. And finally, if you find any value in this episode whatsoever, I ask that you share it on social media. Have a great weekend.